Well, hello there, my friends. Hey, I wanted to take a few minutes and just talk to you about your child's attitude toward writing, right? Did some of you just go, oh, here we go. Let me get comfortable. Let's talk about this. Attitude is everything. It really is. And I've been there. Struggling trying to get my child to do something that he does not want to do. And then that can get ugly, right? And now you're both in a terrible mood. Does anybody get me? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Well, one thing that I've been really working on in this last year, I ran across a woman by the name of Brooke Castillo who does life coaching, where she does a lot of like mind work. And I really, really love listening to her podcast. I read her book, Self Coaching 101, and it's empowered me through these really simple but profound thoughts where I truly think about my thinking. And it's helped me as a person. It's helped me as an entrepreneur. It's helped me as a mother. It's helped me as a wife, as a friend. It's pouring over into all aspects of my life. And I really see it having an impact on my children. And I wish I had known it sooner. I'm not trying to hold out on some great, big, wonderful idea and keeping it from all of you. I want to share it with you, and we can always talk about it even more. But let me just explain it to you, since clearly, if you're watching this, you have a desire, a need, and an interest in building a better attitude in your child. So she has created what she calls this model, and she didn't, I mean, she created it, but she did it, right? This is Psychology 101, but it's the way she presents it that really makes sense to me. So it's this little acronym CTFAR, and each letter is circumstance, thought, feeling, action, result. So what she teaches is that our circumstances are just the things that happen in the world we can't control. They're just what they are. But the thought is where we come into play, because we can control our thoughts, right? We have free will. We can believe what we want to believe and choose and decide and think whatever we want. It's a beautiful thing, unless it's not working for us and against us. Because our thoughts, positive or negative, do create our feelings, positive or negative. Here's the wow. Negative thoughts create negative feelings. Simple and profound, I'm telling you. Once we have our feelings, which is where a lot of us seem to think it all starts, but it doesn't. It begins with the thought before that feeling. But a lot of us will feel something, and from our feeling, we act a certain way, correct? And then whatever actions we do, that creates various results. So this could be used for absolutely anything. And believe me, I have tried it on all kinds of things, and it's amazing. It really is. But I'm going to talk to you about your child's attitude. That's my focus right now. So the circumstance, like I said, that's just the way it is in the world. Writing assignments are part of education. It's just what it is. It could be proved in a court of law. Of course, there are some unschoolers that will tell you, nope, my child doesn't have to do writing. So I suppose we could argue this point. But my point is, if you are homeschooling, all of the curriculum required of the state in which we live, then writing assignments should be a part of your education. So your child can't change that, right? Writing, we're going to do it. We're going to do writing. But here's where it all begins, with the thought. So a lot of kids want to start with, I hate writing, Mom. I don't want to do writing. Writing is a waste of time. Writing hurts my hand. You input whatever thought there that you want. In fact, I encourage you to take a piece of paper, if you have paper near you right now. Write down, what does your child think about writing? What is your child's thought about writing? Especially if it's a negative attitude. Because as I said, negative thoughts create negative feelings. So if I hate writing, then I'm probably going to feel anger every time you tell me I have to write. Well, I don't want to. That's going to make me mad. Oh, I'm so frustrated. I have to do writing now, right? Negative thought, negative feeling. With that anger, that's where you're going to run into the action problems, right? This is the stuff you have to deal with. A temper tantrum, poor attitude, a little talk back or back talk, reluctance, maybe refusal, maybe slamming of doors, right? This is the action part that you would really like to avoid. Well, I'm telling you, do you know where it comes from? It's here. Your child is feeling in such a way that it's creating this action that's very undesirable. But what we're not doing as a society is teaching our children that all of that goes back to here, the thought. But again, let me keep going here. When you've got the terrible actions happening in your home, then the result is you get mad, your child gets mad. Maybe there's a consequence. Maybe there's a spanking. Maybe there's now you're on restriction. Or maybe no work gets done. Or it's really bad. The quality is so bad. And now you're just so frustrated, right? All negative, bad, terrible things. And it all came from a thought. Okay, so what's really important and what I want to challenge you to do this next week, if you really, really are serious about wanting to change your child's attitude, I'm going to tell you this is not an overnight fix. This takes time, my friends, but it works. Are you willing to do the work? You willing to take a deep breath and say, I'm willing to try it? Because if you are, I'm telling you, 1 week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, you're going to be glad you did. Okay. So what we want to do is fix the thought. Because when we fix the thought that our child is having, the rest of it, the feelings, the actions, and the results will all fall into place. Sounds lovely. And I'm going to tell you it is simple. That doesn't mean it's easy. Let's not confuse the two. Simple. I need to change my child's thought. Not easy. Especially if your child is stubborn and strong-willed. But you can do it. You totally can do it. And I'm going to tell you right away, don't think that the thought needs to be the opposite of what it was. Okay, I need my child to love writing. Good luck. Your child's brain isn't going to accept that belief. But what about a thought like this? I'm willing to learn something new and work hard. Today, this next hour, you can make that as big or small as you want. How about the thought, I know I can do it. Maybe that could be the thought. I'm going to give it my best. Great. That's a good thought. All of those thoughts, no, they're not I love writing, but we don't need that to be the thought. We just need it to not be a negative thought. So work together with your child and say, hey, we're going to come up with a better thought, because you know what? The I hate writing, it's not helping you. It's not helping mom. It's a waste of a thought, right? Let's pick something that's going to serve us better. Let's think instead, and then you guys decide what it is. And you need to write it out. You need to post it somewhere, maybe a couple of places, on your child's laptop, on the mirror where your child brushes his teeth. I don't know, on the lesson plan of the day that your daughter goes to look at to see what page to start on. I don't know. You decide where it should be. And it needs to be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Intentional? Like the practice needs to happen very much on purpose every day. Hey, what are we going to think? It's time to do writing. What's your thought? I don't know, Mom. I don't even want to do the stupid thought thing that you're making me do because Mrs. Webb said it was a great idea. Believe me, I know you're home. I know the things that happen because it happens in mine too, my friends. Okay, so you're going to have that little battle and you're going to say, hey, we're going to try it for a month. It's worth it. We're going to try it for a month. So what is it? And sometimes you're going to have to read it to them. But you know what? You're planting seeds. And what you're doing in the bigger picture is you're empowering your child to realize if I can change a thought in something like writing, maybe other thoughts that I have that are negatively impacting me, maybe those need to be changed too. Maybe the thought that I have that I'm never going to be good enough, that I'm never going to measure up, could be changed too. Maybe those thoughts could be, you know what? I'm actually just right the way I am. Right? Can you see the long lasting effects of learning this thought process skill? Ah, it's so powerful. So, anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because so many of you have shared with me that this is something you struggle with your family. So, now you know one thing that could help, and hopefully, you can implement it and put it to practice. I look forward to talking to you guys soon. And if you have any questions in the meantime, why don't you just send me an email or post on our wonderful, are you here? You can scroll up to the top. Have you been here? This is important. It's our Right On Homeschool Mom Facebook page. A lot of great questions come up here. So come find us, and I'll talk to y'all later. Take care and have a great day. Bye.